Hi everyone, welcome to Unit 7. We are almost done, just one more unit after this one. This week you're going to be working on two big projects. The first is your key assignment. Last week you worked on stages 1 and 2 and hopefully you've heard from me by now with some feedback about that. So fix up or revise anything that is needed for that, and now go ahead and work on stage 3, which are your learning activities. And remember, I would like to see at least 6 learning activities there. So once you finish the whole thing, stages 1, 2, and 3, all typed nicely into the template, you're going to upload it to MAP. It will be due this Sunday by 11:59 p.m. Your second assignment this week is the last assignment for the course, and it is an artist representation of you as an educator. You're really creating a self-portrait. You can use any arts medium or modality, but it needs to include a few things. The first is a representation of how you have been influenced to become the educator that you are today. Some things you should consider: who influenced you, who helped mold you into the teacher that you are today, who are the theorists and or mentors that speak to your practice, and what are the values, ideals, and philosophy at the center of your pedagogy. Then second, we need to look at those personal filters that make us all unique. We all have filters or lenses that change as we age. As I probably mentioned to you on our weekend together, a big one for me was becoming a parent. Well, I had taught for 5 years elementary ed before Kate was born. And after she was born, my role as a teacher changed completely. Now I had a fresh perspective on what it was like to be a parent. So I could understand how parents felt at this point. And I also looked at my child differently. I mean, I loved her to death. And to me, she was the most important person in the whole world. And so when I looked at all my children in my classes, I thought, wow, every parent thinks of their child as the most important person in the world. And I have to respect that. And I think I became a much more caring teacher once I became a parent. So think about, what is that lens for you that has changed as we age and get more experience in life. For some of you, it might also be ethnicity that may cause you to examine situations differently from others. So it could be all sorts of things. So think about that and have that represented in your final portrait. And then lastly, the self-portrait. Look at it within the structures or context of the powers that have external influence on your classroom. There are lots of external influences that cause us to operate within certain constraints in our classroom. It could be legislative, it could be mandates, social issues, budgetary constraints. You know, we're all living with those in these difficult times. So show us how that is influencing your teaching as well. And then I would like you to take a photograph or a sound file or something, depending on the modality you did, but we need to be able to see this. So you're going to be uploading the photo onto the wiki, and I'm going to try to set a page up there called Artistic Representations, and you can post it there. Also include a brief artist statement that guide us about this, since we're unfortunately not going to get to see these in person and hear your explanation of it. You're going to need to type up a probably one-page explanation of your project so that we can read that and then look at the picture to see what your ideas were. And also post that there. Don't forget your names. So this will not be due this week. You're going to start it this week in Unit 7, and it will be finished at the end of our final unit next week, Unit 8. I hope you won't wait until the very end to post it, since we need to get on and post some responses to it. So I hope you will post it about midweek of Unit 8 so that we have a couple of days to look at it and post our responses to your wonderful work. So that's it. This week you're doing your key assignment first and foremost. Get that finished and posted on MAP by Sunday, and then get started on your artist representation of who you are as an educator, and start that this week, and that will be due at the end of Unit 8. And that's it for this week, folks. I hope you have a great week, and once again, email me with any questions at all. I am always happy to help. And also take a look at some of the photos I've posted below of some other students' artist representations. I think a picture kind of helps you see, give you some ideas to get going. Have a great week, and I'll see you online.